Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy Tactics walkthrough. Alright, so for this one, this is the final of the, what is this, 3 battles in a row at the Riovanes Castle. This one, oh my gosh, this one can be a bit of a pain in the butt depending on how well you're prepared, I guess, for it. I actually, I bet I had to do this 3 or 4 times. And I'll explain exactly why here in a minute. But I'm basically equipping Ramza so that he's got the best, or he's got the most damage output. So I have. At least I'm fairly certain here. So, yeah, I think I equipped the power sleeve too. Yeah, there we go. And then, let's see here if I end up going with, diamond armlet would give me 1 more. Okay, there we go. Power wrist, I guess. Okay. Alright, so, and I actually should have put, Agrius back into her default job. That would have actually helped probably. I don't think I ended up using her even. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I went with all of my dancers. So again, really difficult fight. A lot of this is going to. I mean, to be honest, my recommendation for this is to again stack all your damage. You know, get yourself so that you can. Do as much damage in like the first turn and focus fire on one enemy because a prolonged battle is not going to go well for you. So I'm gonna whiz through this the dialogue again. I did this like 3 or 4 times, so I just kind of want to I'll just summarize what the dialogue anyway. So basically here Barrington, or obviously Rafa's confronting Barrington, and he actually does allude again to some sort of physical abuse between those two, and Malik obviously overhears him, and then finally kind of takes Rafa's side finally. Again, obviously something he should have done much earlier, but obviously she was about to go after Barrington with the sword there, and Malik jumped in the way. So unfortunately, Barrington shot Malik here. And who do we have here? Okay, so whoever this is, she's freakishly strong. And here's Elmdor. So, if you remember, there was a rumor in one of the castles or one of the towns that we were in that actually mentioned Elmdor's death. So, obviously, something a little strange going on here. Don't want to have to get rough like Vormov did. Please understand. Now hand me the stone and I'll ask Vormov to return your sister. Didn't you hear me? Give me the stone first. No, I won't. Right on. Celia, lead, go ahead. Alright, so here we have it, and again, this is one of the more frustrating fights in the entire game. Unfortunately, and the reason for that is because of the fact that you have to protect Rafa. So, if she is reduced to 0 HP, you lose. And oftentimes, she will run up to these enemies, which are ridiculous. Celia and Lead are just crazy. They're probably the most difficult enemies. I would argue they're the most difficult enemies in the game. This is probably the worst fight. But here's the Arc Knight, and this is his job. Sword Spirit. He's even got Hamido, which is crazy, you definitely don't want to try to attack him. It's not going to go well for you. And then Lead and Celia both are assassins, and they have this use hand job skill list. And so they've got a bunch of different things. Number one, they can cast Stop on you, which is not the worst thing. Oh, and I got so unlucky there with that miss. That probably would have ended the battle right away if I wouldn't have missed, but unfortunately I did. And so what other abilities that the assassins have is, again, they have Stop, and then they actually have an ability that will just straight up kill you, which, you know, is the dead status effect, I guess you could call it. So again, they have the capability of just one-shotting your characters straight out. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So again, the victory here, just bring one of these three into like critical status, and that should end the fight. If you notice there, Celia and Lead both had, one of them had a Katyusha and the other one had a Brett, but they had it equipped in their accessory spot. Now, that's actually extremely OP. Those two accessories are amazing. But normally, we can only, or you can equip those on female characters, but they have to go in the helmet spot. And that's kind of unfortunate because the helmet spot actually, you get a decent amount of HP from that helmet spot. So again, it's unfortunate that we can't equip them in the accessory spot, but at the same time, there are really, really good accessory or whatever accessory spots for the female units in the game. Obviously, they're called perfumes, and we will come across some of those in a bit. But all right, so here we've got I assume here Malik dying in Rafa's arms, essentially, and they're talking about. We're going to go to some other town. Okay. Alright, so Malik is not doing so good here. What's this? Responding to Rafa's spirit. It grieves Malik's death, Wygrif's despair and resentment summon Velius. Then Rafa, no, it's alright, so Ramza here is worried that the stone is going to turn Malik into a monster. And that has been the experience, obviously, that we've had so far with the Holy Stone. So, what? Okay. Where am I? What happened? That hurts rough. All right, so it almost seems to me that the stones have a power that actually responds to the user, or, you know, other or people. So obviously with the other Velius, like Draclau and Wygrif, you know, their despair and resentment, Ramza says there, is what kind of summoned the evil Belias and Quicklane, whereas it seems, you know, love for her brother is what. Okay, yeah. is what brought Malik back. So, kind of interesting. Again, so then that kind of puts a different spin on these stones, and I almost want to say then, you know, maybe part of the Zodiac Brave story is true. I guess it could be. I don't know that it necessarily is, but okay, so I didn't think that God made holy stones, but more evil. Well, Akavi made them to land in this world. Okay. Now, I guess it means whoever uses it will have to deal with the problem. Okay. And then obviously, all right, so Ramza picking up the stone that Islud had given to Alma, actually. So, okay. Boy, let's get going, buddy. There we go. Okay, tired of the standstill. The Holkutan tried to capture Bethla garrison by mobilizing the knights at the front. Okay. So, kind of like a last gasp, I would say, of the Holkutan. They wanted to get it on. Alright, so here we have Rafa and Malik officially joining up. So, you know, I'll be honest, I don't really use either of them. Actually, I take that back. I did use Rafa at the very, very end of the game for a very, very specific purpose, which we'll go into a bit later. She kind of ended up being my treasure hunter. And again, you know, once we actually get to some of those battles, I will fully explain the ins and outs of that. But all right, so I believe this is the beginning of chapter 4, or this will be. All right, so the corpses were crushed by something real powerful. Was your sister one of them? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, she wasn't. Boy, I was really concentrating on this dialogue, apparently. She was in the castle, probably gone now. Only 3 shrine knights were here, no one else. Okay. Killed the one who turned into Lakavi. The other one, Islud, was dead also. That means that the third one took my sister away. Maybe they went back to the main church at Murund. They're following the high priest's orders, right? Then the knight who took your sister must have gone to Murund. Okay. So apparently we've got a good idea of where to go, at least. I doubt the high priest knows the stone's secret. Wygriff didn't know the secret until he contracted Velius? Okay. Odd choice of words. And I think that Islud died fighting Lukavi. What do you mean? What do you mean? Secretly controlling the war to strengthen their church's power. I'm sure that's the high priest's ambition by collecting the stones and using the brave legend to use the people. Quite devious. Quite a devious plan there. Holy crap. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get through this dialogue. Alright, you mean even the high priest is being used? That's a... I'm not sure why he would think that. Okay, so who took your sister away? Well, obviously it was the third Shrine Knight. Malik says, I believe it was Vormov. Okay, so yeah, process of elimination. Being that Malik did witness, you know, all of the players, I should say. I guess I would say. Yeah, he's probably behind it. What are you going to do? Going to see Delita in Zeltenia. Okay. The one who replaced Baron Grims as leader of the Black Sheep Knights. That's the one. Delita's being controlled by the Church and the Shrine Knights. Does Delita know the truth about Vormov? Ooh, now that's a good question. Alright, Chapter 4. Somebody to love. Don't you want... Alright. I'm going to stop right there. No one wants to hear my singing. So this is it. Chapter 4 is absolutely massive. There's a bunch of really cool side quests that we're going to do as well while we're here. I don't believe that they are available right off the bat, but once they do become available, we will start those up. All right, so Olan and Orlando are apparently reuniting. How was the front? You know, it's really horrible. You have to keep an eye on your own men. My reputation is shot. Reputation. What about Goltana? Everyone says it's because of you that the other generals are still here. Pledging lifelong loyalty is the Orlando way. Alright, I'm sorry, be careful. Alright, what about the other matter? The Crystal Lake Stone was found in Gaug. Another was found by the late Cardinal at the end of the war. Shrine Knights have been active, but we don't know their plans yet. What about the spy we sent to Morund? Unfortunately, we'd like some proof of the High Priest's plot and move into peace. Okay, so Orlando definitely has got his finger on the pulse here. Kinda, he knows what's going on. Then there will be real war. Nice. Okay, so apparently Orlando's got a stone as well. Anyways, wow. All right, we are pretty much out of time. So I'm going to cut the commentary here. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope this guide was helpful, though. And as always, hope you join me for more videos. All right, thanks for watching.